Welcome back to the Me I Left Behind. I am so glad you're here. For today's episode, we're going to talk about intimacy. It's a little tender and a little raw. I even cried on my first take, so I had to delete and remove. This episode comes from a place of deep longing, a kind of longing I've tried to silence without distractions, with responsibilities, with the busyness of life, but it still lingers. It always lingers. Episode 12, Missing Intimacy. And no, not just the physical kind, though that matters too. I only truly understood how much when I lost my husband. Losing him didn't just take away a person. It took away the emotional closeness, my safety net, the rituals, the unspoken comfort without begging or asking. It's in the casual touch on your back while you cook, or the way he'd hold my waist as I folded the laundry. It's in the way he'd sigh next to me after a long, long day at work, as if just being near me was a kind of exhale. Sometimes it was a glance across the room, a simple glance, and I'd know instantly what he was thinking, and he would know what I was thinking. Sometimes it was silence that spoke volumes. A subtle, "I hope you're okay," without saying a single word. You know, the small things, the things you don't even think you would treasure until they're gone. There's a kind of loneliness that doesn't scream. It doesn't throw tantrums or beg to be seen. It's so quiet and it just sits with you. It's there in your bed at night, in the space he used to take up beside you. It's in the stillness of the car, where he once sat with his hand resting gently on yours. It's on the couch on his side, where no one reaches for your hand anymore, or lays their head in your lap just to be close. You can be surrounded by people, important people, special people in your life, talking, laughing, functioning, and still feel the hollowness so deep. The hollowness of a connection that once made you feel whole. It's not just missing the man. It's missing what he brought out in me. The way he made me feel seen, even in my mess, even in my silence, even in my crazy, childish self, even in my normal, everyday self. I think we are taught to grieve the big things, the anniversaries, the birthdays, the holidays, the milestones. Those loud days that scream, "He's not here." But no one prepares us for the quiet grief that creeps in slowly. Like the moment you realize no one has kissed your forehead in months, or touched your arm just to feel close for years. No one has rubbed your shoulder after a long day of being strong. No one has looked at you and said, "I'm lucky to have you." No one has said, "You're doing a great job, I'm proud of you," when you're struggling just to make it through the week. That's the kind of intimacy I miss. The soft, daily kind that doesn't ask for attention. The kind you don't even notice until you're aching for it. And sometimes, I find myself wondering, is it even possible to feel that again? To rebuild the same kind of closeness, that safety, that comfort? Or do we just spend the rest of our lives chasing echoes of what we once had? Because we only find it once in a lifetime. Trying to recreate a feeling that belonged to someone who no longer walks this earth. Well, I don't have an answer to that yet. Well, I think I have, but I'm not sure, and I'm not certain that it actually gives me the answer or allows me to answer that question. Because the truth is, I don't see myself getting genuinely intimate with just anyone. Not because I'm closed off, but because nothing and no one has held the same meaning. Men, they come and they go. Some are kind, some are curious, some say all the right things, but there's no depth, no resonance, no gravity. It's not about being picky. It's about knowing what real closeness feels like and refusing to settle for anything less than what you have experienced. And maybe missing intimacy is a sign that I'm still open, that my heart, though bruised, is still remembers what it's like to be held. It still craves connection. It still longs to be known, not just loved, but understood. And maybe that's something I shouldn't be ashamed of, because missing something beautiful doesn't make us weak. It means we lived something real, and that's sacred. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling the same kind of pain, that deep, quiet yearning, I want you to know, I feel you. You're not broken for wanting to be held. You're not weak for craving softness. And you're absolutely not alone in missing the things that once made you feel deeply human. I think it is brave to say you miss intimacy. It doesn't make you less of a person to grieve and want something and want to feel something familiar. You just have to make sure that you're not settling for less because you are alone or lonely. Thank you for being here with me, for letting me share this quiet space, for holding this moment together. I'll see you next time on the Me I Left Behind.